everybody, a happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are having an amazing Sunday. It is growing season here in my greenhouse. I can't start the Sunday musing without talking about my greenhouse because things have got a little bit carried away. Before I do though, thank you so much to Kate for filling in for me last weekend on Sunday musing. I love it when she steps up and says, hey, I've got a Sunday musing for you and you can have the weekend off, because then it gives me more time to relax and do other things. And frankly, I think that helped me get through this week, because this week has been bonkers. You probably don't know, but we've just recorded the Porsche Taycan 4 Cross Turismo review. We're still recovering from my wife being in hospital. She's a lot better. She went back to work this week, but she's still very, very tired. So I'm doing the majority of the housework and everything like that. And of course, we had the heat pump install happening this week, plus some other projects that require lots and lots of meetings. I had to be up for a 7 a.m. meeting on Thursday, and so I'm just about ready for the weekend. But look at how things are doing in my greenhouse. So these are all tomato plants. They're doing very well. We've got some cucumbers here and some melons, watermelons and things. These are mostly pickling cucumbers and American style cucumbers. And then over here, because I am British, we have some British style cucumbers. These are called Telegraph. They are only hothouse or greenhouse ones, so we have to be careful. And we've got some grass that's decided to grow in the greenhouse. This is just grass from the lawn that's decided to get very excited and grow very hard. So that's going to be fun when we tear this greenhouse down and replace it with a larger greenhouse. We've also got some bell peppers coming in at last. Some hot peppers growing here. And these are the watermelons actually. These ones here, so they are growing nicely. And yeah, it's currently raining. So I'm going to sneak out and then I'm going to sneak over to the chickens to give you a bit of a chicken update as well. Now, if you didn't watch the video that we made earlier this week, we made a video earlier this week where I was talking about the heat pump install and how that's going. That's over on the main channel and it's super awesome. Oh, I've got to show you this as well. I've got a new rose, courtesy of Erin and her partner who moved and needed a new home. So this rose has come to live with me. So all of my roses are doing well. There's some other plants there as well. And we're planning for the F-150. The F-150 Lightning is going to happen. We thought it wasn't going to, but then we got some good news from my partner's work, and that meant that we were able to budget the financing, and we got that all approved. So yay. That means everything, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be getting the truck in ideally the next couple of weeks. Things in the vegetable plot are not doing as great. We've got some weeds here that we shouldn't have, like this fella here. Definitely should not be here. And then we've got some garlic and we've got some onions growing up there. We've got some beans over there. And right here we've got some peas and fava beans. They're doing really nicely, and hopefully this weekend, once it stops raining, I'll get in there and I'll stake some things and make it a bit happier for them. Chickens are now officially in chicken jail. Avian flu has reached Oregon. It reached Washington State as well, not far from where Kate lives actually, Kate Morton-Elliott. So both her chicken flock and my chicken flock are confined to inside because I don't want them to get avian flu. They are thoroughly fed up and bored and get quite frustrated with me because they are in an enclosed space, and my partner and I had planned to make a larger enclosure for them to run in. We haven't been able to do that because of everything else going on. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about something that has been playing on my mind a lot lately, and that is it time for us to encourage automakers to focus on affordable EVs before more expensive models? And by that I mean most automakers, including Tesla, focus on bringing higher end models to market first, and then keep pushing back the more affordable models. Now, that has a knock-on effect. Effect number one is that people who can't afford the more expensive models end up waiting longer for their cars, and those who can afford the more expensive models get to either jump the queue or they get to benefit from the fact that they've buying a longer range model. And that can have a negative consequence, I think, on how we think about and how we interact with cars, and also with electric vehicles in particular. So there's only one example I can think of right now where the first vehicles to launch include entry-level models, and that's Ford with the F-150 Lightning. Ford is rolling out Lightning Pro models at the same time as rolling out Platinums and Lariats and XLTs, both standard and extended range. But most automakers I can think of right now are rolling out the higher end premium models with the longer range battery packs and then rolling it back. I mean, the same thing is true even for trim options. You know, something that was kind of less common, it was practiced, but it wasn't as common, I don't think, was the idea of doing special premium launch edition models, which, you know, can command an additional 10-20% on the sticker price. And you might get those vehicles maybe a year, sometimes even 2 years before people who just want to buy the standard one. And it feels like in a world where we're focusing on getting more people behind the wheel of an electric car, maybe we should be focusing on democratizing EVs a bit more and getting more standard range, more affordable models out before we push for those super high-end models. I've encountered people who have ended up upgrading their Tesla reservation at great expense to them, pushing themselves maybe a little bit too far from a financial perspective just so that they can get in line to buy the car. And it feels like that is something that is becoming more common in the auto industry. You know, there's a whole lot that we have going against electric vehicles right now, from price gouging from dealerships to parts limitations to, you know, supply chain woes and all of that. The last thing we need is for automakers to be kind of saying, okay, well, if you don't have the high-end model, you can't get behind the wheel now. Because at the end of the day, I would much rather see 5 mid-range EVs on the roads than I would 5 high-end EVs. Does that make sense? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Before I go, I do want to show you, because earlier on in the week we filmed the heat pump video and I showed you some of the things that's going on. Here right now we have the heat pump is now installed on this block. I don't know if it's actually wobbles, so I don't know if it's actually been bolted down yet, but it is there. And then the electrical cables are all wired up, so the whip is wired up, and this here is currently in the off position. Tomorrow or later on, I think we'll see this finally get commissioned. It'll probably be Tuesday now because a Memorial Day weekend, so this will get commissioned, and then they'll unbox this one, which is the big boy, twice as big. It will go on that one there, and that will get commissioned and turned on as well. And it's super exciting to see these coming together and getting installed and making hopefully a significant improvement on our electricity bill. So I would love to know if you are somebody who installed a heat pump or something like that. Let me know in the comments below if you are someone who did that, and what impact did it have on your electricity bill. Obviously, we're going to be following this and we're going to be making regular updates, so I would love for you to tell me more. That's it for today. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave your thoughts below, or in our free to join Discord chat room. There are links below. And if you really liked it, then do try a super thanks. It's really easy to do so and it will help the channel grow. If you want a more generalized video, like a news roundup show, don't forget every Saturday We make a video roundup of the world's news in the world of cleaner, greener, safer and smarter vehicles on our main channel. That's the Transport Evolved channel. But do also make sure that you hit subscribe for this channel as well as the main channel. Thanks on behalf to the entire TE crew. Go to the folks on my right for being our $15 to $49 a month supporters. Special thanks to our $50 a month supporters. They are Chris Maxwell, Pedro Mora Pinheiro, Patrick Boyarski, Bennett Elder, Brian Newton. There's lots of chicken noise going on in the background. Dave Kitchen, Michael Goad, Ricky Leon, Andrew Martin, Guido Trahota, Brophy Wolf, Tessa in the Gong, Gordon C, Stephen O'Donoghue, Carl Hodgson, Anthony Coates, Regine Fellows, Rory Litwin, Jim Maness, Chris Ascenter, Chris and Michael Johnson, Peter Dillinger and Denny Hyde. And of course, our deepest gratitude goes to our $100 a month supporters. They are Anonymous Freak, Marcel Ward, Reggie Watts, Joe Bresney, Reed R, JP Fagerback, Russ, Will Graylin, Matthew Drobnak, John Lyons, Christopher Lee Jones, Andrew Glenn, Paul Conway, Laura Reynolds, Ellery Hensley, and of course, Ian. I'm going to go and see what all the noise is about here. I think my chickens have spotted a coyote in the bushes. They always do this when there is a coyote out and about. They make all that noise. Started off with my rooster. You see how they're all at the end of the run. They've seen something in there that they don't like, and now they're making a noise to warn everybody. So good security, guys. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you are a veteran, thank you for your service. I will see you again tomorrow on the main channel. Keep evolving.